Hey guys, Kilks here, and in this video we're breaking down the best dungeons to target during the Collector's Bounty event to maximize your transmog farming efficiency in World of Warcraft. The goal of this guide is simple, to save you as much time as possible in the long run by knocking out dungeons now that are usually annoying, full of RP, or just not worth farming without the Collector's Bounty buff. And remember, we've only got a little bit over a week left with this buff, so make every minute count. We'll be going expansion by expansion, starting from Classic and moving forward. These are dungeons I'm personally prioritizing during the event, and I highly recommend you doing the same. If you want a full breakdown on how to approach collecting efficiently, including what order to prioritize expansions in, check out my Ultimate WoW Completionist Guide. I'll have that link down in the description. Let's jump into the guide. We're going to start off with Classic, and we're going to be doing Blackrock Depths first, because this is arguably one of the longest and the worst grinds in the dungeons in this expansion. We're going to do Dire Maul next. Then we're going to do Lower Blackrock Depths, Blackrock Spire. We'll hit up Maradon as well. And then Nomeragon. And then Oldamon. Alright. That's all we're really going to target in this expansion for now. The goal here is to get out the dungeons that are extremely far out of the way on the world and have a ton of bosses and are extremely long and have a ton of RP. So like Maradon is an extremely long dungeon, so is Blackrock Depths, and Deadmines is in a very awkward spot as well if you're Horde, so this would be a good one as well to target. For Burning Crusade, we're going to target Old Hillsbrad Foothills. This dungeon has a ton of RP and it's very long and it's very annoying. We're going to target the Arcatraz, as this is a very long dungeon as well. There's not that many bosses in here, but it's a very long dungeon. Then we're going to do the Black Morass, as this place has, once again, a ton of RP, and you want to get that knocked out of the way. Start this RP real quick. A lot of these dungeons, guys, are just RP, I'm telling you. Then we're going to do the Underbog, because it's an extremely long dungeon. That's it for Burning Crusade. The other dungeons are fairly easy and fairly fast. For Wrath, we have a ton here, guys. We're going to do Old Kingdom. We're going to do Halls of Lightning, Halls of Reflection, Halls of Stone, the Culling of Stratholme, which is the one I'm in right now. Very long and annoying dungeon. You want to try to get this done now to save you time in the future. We're going to do the Forge of Souls, the Oculus, Violet Hold. Arguably the most important and the grindiest dungeon in the game is the Violet Hold in the Wrath version and the Legion version. So if you want to specifically target this one as well, this would be a good one to target. We're going to do Trial of the Champion because it's a bit of an annoying dungeon. Then we'll do that's it for now, actually, in this expansion. Every other dungeon is fairly tolerable. For Cataclysm, we're going to do Blackrock Caverns, End Time, Grim Bateau. This is a very long dungeon. Cause of Origination, Hour of Twilight, Well of Eternity. Tons of RP in Well of Eternity. Zul'gurub and zul'gurub, as these dungeons are surprisingly pretty big. Zul'gurub specifically has a little bit of RP and it's a very long dungeon. For Mop, we're going to target not that many in this one. This one is fairly easy to complete. But for the most part, we'll do Mogoshan Palace. Very long dungeon for only 3 bosses. Scholomance. You can also do Old Scholomance as well. That's a very good target to go after, doing normal Scholomance. If you've unlocked it, I'll put down the link in the description on how to unlock Old Scholomance as well. And then we'll have Shadowpan Monastery. Probably the longest dungeon in this expansion. For WoD, we're going to be targeting Akadon. Tons of RP in this dungeon, a lot of walking, and it's all indoors, very annoying. We're going to do Iron Docks. Now the upside about Iron Docks is that you can mount in pretty much the entire dungeon, so it's that helps you a little bit there. So you don't really have to target this one specifically, but it's a good one to get out of the way because it is such a massive dungeon. We'll do Skyreach. A little bit of RP in this one and just a little bit of an annoyance, especially with the wind in this one that pushes you constantly non-stop and hinders you. We'll do Everbloom because this is a pretty big dungeon. The upside here is that you can mount up. And then we'll do Upper Blackrock Spire because this dungeon is extremely out of the way. of the world, and there is so look how much mog is in here. Absolutely mind-blowing. I can scroll for 15 seconds. Now for Legion guys, what I recommend is you do not target Legion stuff, because you might be able to get a ton of this stuff during Legion Remix when it comes out, because we're going to be spamming a ton of Legion dungeons, so you're just going to passively earn transmog as you play Legion Remix. But if you want to get a ton of +1s really fast, you can target Violet Hold. That is arguably the most important one. This expansion has a tons and tons of dungeons in this one that are quite a bit annoying. Now we'll do Cathedral of the Eternal Night, a little bit of a long dungeon. Court of Stars, a little bit of RP in this one, especially the last boss. Halls of Valor, just quite a bit of walking in this one, indoors, so a little bit of an annoyance. Return of Karazhan, this is a good one to target to do hard mode Nightbane as well, to finish the transmog there and get your mount if you still need it. Seat of the Triumvirate, the Archway, very long indoors dungeon, and Vault of Archivon, arguably the most annoying dungeon in this expansion. Remember guys, to unlock your artifact weapon and appearances that require you to run 30 Legion dungeons. I'm not sure if you have to equip the artifact while you're running these 30 dungeons to unlock the secret skin, but you can equip the weapon as well. You can easily one-shot all of these mobs with no gear on, so it shouldn't be an issue. For BFA, we're going to target King's Rest, very long indoors dungeon with quite a bit of RP. Operation Mechagon, simply because it's such a long dungeon, massive dungeon. Shrine of Storms, very long dungeon, but you can mount in this one. You can mount in a ton of these dungeons. Always make sure to check which dungeons you can mount in. Okay, we'll do Shrine of Storms as well, which is that one. And we'll do Temple of Sethrassil, very annoying dungeon with quite a bit of RP and a little bit of pushback and skip checks. And Toll the Gore, just because it's an indoor dungeon and it's a little bit annoying. For Shadowlands, we only have 2. Very quick. This expansion is not that annoying. We're gonna do Mist of Turn of Sight, just because we want to get rid of that dungeon and never have to do that annoying maze again. And Tazavesh, just because it is such a massive dungeon, and there's quite a bit of RP in here, and you just want to get rid of this dungeon off your to-do list ASAP. Now remember guys, the order of this list is gonna highly vary depending on what you want to do, and the order is not min-max for efficiency or the most amount of transmogs that you can get, right? This is just the order that the expansions are in. If you want to maximize the order that you do these in, check out my actual full in-depth guide, and for the transmog section, it'll explain the order to you as well. Remember, just guys, you don't have to play this game efficiently when you're transmog farming. Just do something. Just go farm it. Okay, do whatever expansion you want in whatever order you want. Okay, just have fun. And that wraps up my list, guys, of the most efficient transmog dungeons to target during the collector's bounty buff. Again, the whole point here is to clear out the time wasters, the RP heavy dungeons, and the frustrating ones now, while the drop rates are boosted and everything is moving faster. If you finish these during the event, you'll have countless hours down the road that you've just saved. I'll be posting a follow-up raid priority guide very soon. So if you're watching this after it's out, you'll find that linked in the description right below. Don't forget to check out my full completionist guide if you're trying to collect everything in WoW: mounts, titles, transmogs, toys, pets, and more. Also, I have a full list of the collector add-ons I use in my Discord. So don't forget to join that and check those out later. It'll help streamline your collection a ton and save you even more time in the long run if you're using these add-ons. If this helped, make sure to like the video, drop a comment letting me know what dungeons you hate the most, and subscribe for more collector-focused content. Check out my twitch.tv/KillerKTV. I'm basically always live whenever I'm gaming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.